Why is it so quiet? It's always a bit weird when you fire up a game and there's no music on the intro screen. Like here, where there's nothing at all. Like, nothing at all. But despite that, today's game, Hellfire, is an original game, which is, always good to know. That, of course, begs the question, is this actually an original game? Well, looking at it on the surface, as we always do on the internet, it resolutely is not by any stretch of the imagination. It's a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up pitting your hot laser death-spewing spacecraft up against a vaguely biomechanical alien empire looking to destroy, let's say, your local co-op at a bare minimum. So far, type. Am I right? Yeah? And whilst that's a fair comparison, Jazz's review points out that the game is 3 years old at the time it was done. And you know what? He was right. This game hit arcades in 1989, which is still like 2 years after R-Type, but it has a few extra strings to its laser bow. Like you can select the direction of the shots you want to do, either straight ahead, behind, the old up and down, or a really fancy looking cross. These all get powered up into more laser beams and yada yada yada, like, you know the drill. But the point is, do we agree with Jazz's review? Because he's in with a stonking 91% for this game. The playability making up for the, quote, pretty bland looks, which in typical Jazz fashion is a little bit harsh. But I think he's right on this one. It's a fun old game to play. The ship has a good weight to it, switching up your attacks gives it a bit of a puzzle element, and it's tough but pretty fair. And despite the age, this isn't one that Jazz gives a kicking to. He acknowledges the age of the game, but it's good enough for him to ignore this when he normally treats this sort of thing as like a crime against humanity that should be dealt with in The Hague. So, it's not an original game, but it's a good one, which is, even better in my book. Agreed.